automatons or other battle elements, robots.
Could you make any use
Valuable
of
as
them?
fuck, also.
They are worth a lot of money. Could I make something out of them, armor-wise, weapon-wise, or no?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, I mean,
even,
you have...
or even make a automaton for us to control, potentially.
That would
You have
take
pretty
a
solid
lot
reason to
of
believe
time.
you could. Yeah, you need a workshop. You don't have the tool. Well,
I have
certain base.
all-purpose tools.
That's very true. And certain basic, like weapons and tools, like arrowheads, easy. A dagger, easy. Probably you could even make a sword with what you have on hand. But for like a full-fledged automaton, you would need a workshop.
Okay, automaton, I would need a fully decked out workshop. I might be able to make basic equipment, but that'll take some time.
Okay.
You know what they say, Rex Antrim wasn't made in a day.
Well, we'll keep this stuff for now. And
You could just sell it. It's worth a lot of money to the right buyer.
money's no issue.
Very, very valuable.
Yeah, money's no problem. Okay. What's our next step?
Rest.
No, I mean after the rest.
I know, yeah.
We need to get to Antoinette.
Yeah, okay. We need to get to the Trebane Manor. Into the Trebane Manor.
Whatever for.
We have a somewhat of an accomplice there that we need to get out of there because of the current situation that we are in. We tried to pull a move quickly. It did not play out. We need to get her and her stuff out as quickly as possible and head off into the Savalier Wood.
What I am curious was, why did you, first of all, what were you doing at that fort that you guys went to, you told me?
The nest.
Was that its name? Okay,
Yeah.
what were you hoping to accomplish there?
Scouting, and if the opportunity arose, to take out their leader, Lorenzo.
Okay, was that gunshot for Lorenzo?
No, I
We don't know.
Did we see Lorenzo at any point there? We didn't, did we?
No, you did not. Kieran did, and Punisher did.
Okay, so
And
yeah, I have no idea who the shot was for.
You know who took the shot?
The Punisher.
He notes that down. Okay, interesting. I'm not a very smart man, it seems. I don't know why he would loose a gunshot in a fort full of, I'm guessing, armed mercenaries.
We didn't know him very long, but he was eccentric.
Yes, yes, he was.
Perhaps you
Okay.
might be useful to us, Akron. Do you think you
Oh,
and
would be a pleasure.
do you think you and your handless friend here could create a distraction out the front of the Trebane Manor? A big one.
Potentially. Would you like this distraction to explode?
Whatever you can
I
do.
will leave your flair for creativity to your own devices. I'm just going to add some more. I'm like, he's not known to the Jagantoths. They can slip in and out. They can just create a large distraction. Guards distracted the manor, we can slip in and get to Antoinette.
Yeah, it's not a bad plan.
We
It's the
do
best we've
also
got.
need to find out what happened to our erstwhile colleagues.
Yeah, we do. But we need to be somewhere safe first to properly recoup and gather.
Both of them are equally strong. They
Look.
can look after themselves until we regroup.
They'd know to come here. We'll see if they're here in the morning. We'll see if we can hear anything. But we need to get to Antoinette. And then we look for them. We need to inform her of what's going on.
Sorry to interrupt the chat over there. You want us to create a distraction for the Jagantots. One, that's going to be very dangerous. Two, how do we find you once you slip out?
Good question.
Wait here.
Can't really treat here as safe.
Is anywhere in Shady Creek safe anymore?
Specifically here. We've been tracked down here once.
Do I have anything? I don't think I do.
I was fully sure we had some conversation about being able to get back in again, from the last game with Antoinette.
Let me check my notes, because there might actually be something that I've forgotten. It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's fair. It's also, I could have be completely misremembering this, but there was talk of it, I know that much.
I know there was talk of getting you, like we said, through the tokens to avoid the labyrinth. They teleported you, or she teleported you out of the place. I'm not seeing anything, but I've also been lazy with my notes, so there might not.
Wait, what's this for?
I don't recall. To
Okay,
be
well, I
honest.
trust Noodle's memory more than mine, so...
Wait, what's this for? Sorry, Dave, I didn't hear that.
Like
Getting back
like
in.
a back door in
When
the
we left,
main
yeah,
manor.
we were...
So I don't remember about a back door, but I do remember we were all given
Token.
tokens to get through the maze without having to do the maze.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so hear me out. Can you delay something for a distraction?
I probably could.
Okay, so you do that. We set a meet point out front of the manor. You set up the distraction. Meet up with us outside the manor. The distraction goes off. We all slip in.
How can we meet outside the manor if there's no more manor?
What do you mean?
Attractions go boom?
Well, we're not blowing the manor up.
No, Ish. They want us to create a distraction to draw the guards away from the manor so they can get in. Hmm. Okay. What about the guards inside the manor? How am I supposed to draw them out?
You're not. We'll probably just have to kill them.
We'll deal with them.
Wouldn't that draw the guards outside in with the sounds of battle?
Well, it's more of
What
a
am I supposed
blitz.
to say? Oh, ignore the sword fighting, guys.
So it's
Watch this.
It's more of a blitz tactic because they can't get through the maze, whereas we can.
How so?
We have these tokens that allow us to bypass the magic of the maze.
Have they been tested?
No, but we have a deal with
May
her. I mean,
May I see?
sure. I'll toss him the coin.
Yeah, the fairly large, round metal medallion emblazoned with the Trebane family crest. A faint, dull purplish sheen to the metal.
Does it look legit, like it will actually work?
Make an Arcana check. Not a high roll needed on this, but, let's see the depth of your knowledge. Yeah, it'll definitely work. It's basically functions by creating a little bubble of warding magic around whoever carries it that protects it against specifically some kind of teleportation spell. You get the sense that with what they've told you, it would essentially allow who's ever carrying it, and possibly someone who's in close proximity to them, to essentially skip over being teleported into whatever fuckfest Antoinette has planned.
When you say possibly, is that like a 50-50, or will it let someone in close proximity?
With a 20 Arcana, you're roughly able to measure out the protective field that the medallion emanates. You'd have to squeeze close, like hugging distance close, but yeah, you could get 2 people through.
Does the token look replicatable?
Not with what you have on hand. It uses some kind of, it uses Trebane enchantments, which you do not know how to create. You might be able to
Gotcha.
replicate something similar, but you don't know if it would work.
Okay. Yeah, no, this does look legit. It seems like it just creates some sort of field around you to skip a certain portion. Basically, it's
It's
sending
like an
another
RFID
signal.
system.
Yeah, it's basically sending a signal out to teleport you to a different location than what I'm assuming everybody else gets teleported to.
Yeah. So we blitz through, get to the field, stick close, and jump through. If they follow, they'll get teleported somewhere else.
Well, if they they've attempted that maze now, haven't they?
Oh, multiple times.
Okay, then they won't follow you. Unless they're really stupid about it. I
Yeah.
hope not.
Yeah. What do you say?
Oh, I can. Yeah, I can help you. Well, I can try to help you. Do you know how many guards there are stationed out the front?
Do I remember?
They also surely won't be willing to let two idiots like us walk that close to the manor.
Well, I mean,
So from memory alone, you do recall what you saw was maybe a little over like 18, 19, or 20 or so guards actively like patrolling the walls on towers and such. But you also saw a good number of them sitting like out and about in rest areas in the barracks, like off duty, so to speak. In total, 40, 45.
yeah.
But you
That-
have no idea how much of that like actually like
This
is
was-
just outdoors and just indoors, etc., etc.
Yeah,
That's
this
just the number
was
you saw.
this was a few days ago as well. We don't know the locale of their forces now that they're out and about looking for us. There might be less people there. Antoinette maybe might not be their top concern anymore.
Did Antoinette not give you a way to communicate, not like a sending stone or anything?
No.
Interesting. Well, I think it's maybe safe to assume that the garrison will probably be less if they're out looking for you.
It's a fair assumption. But also on the flip side, they might be concerned that we'll try to make our way back to the manor. So, it's a coin toss.
Indeed.
They're probably confused as to why we were in the maze. They haven't seen us leave it, and we've apparently appeared
By the
at the
nest.
Samhain.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that actually. Yeah, they didn't know we left the manor, did they? We were just in there for 5 days and then all of a sudden we were at the nest.
How did you get out of the maze if not through the front door?
Antoinette
With the
teleported
tokens.
us out with the circle.
Yeah.
So theoretically, could she not teleport you back in?
Not unless she knows where we are. And she
didn't
has to
give
be,
you
and she
means-
she
okay.
can't leave the manor either without dropping the protective spells on it.
It's a bit of a pickle she's in.
Yeah,
What are you wanting with Antoinette? What is she giving you? What is she offering?
reinforcement, strength, resources, that sort of stuff.
For what?
Allegiance and to help her achieve her goals, I suppose.
Which is?
To become a prominent member in the Empire, but we may have talked her out of that a little bit, or at least made her reconsider it somewhat, and trying to get her around to coming to work for us instead.
And what are your goals for the run?
To remove the crime families.
And then?
Well, apparently the Empire's on their way here, and do I know much about drow elves and such?
You notice that
verb?
Akron kind of picks up when you say the Empire's on the way.
Morris, go ahead and make a history check for me. $13. Not bad. So you do know of the Kreen Dynasty, which is a pretty large and powerful nation east of the Ashkeeper Peaks, rivals to the Empire. Is there anything specific you're wanting to know?
Just... Did I get a look at the carriage when I was up on the wall?
No, not from the
No.
angle you were at.
Okay. more just if I like have any association of Drow to the Kryn dynasty, because I've seen some Drow about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, definitely. Like Drow are unusual to say the least on this side of the continent.
So-
The fact that you saw them and the armor they were in. No, yeah, definitely the dynasty.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say, you know, we appear to have pissed off the dynasty as well. So,
Oh.
you know, it's a fine mess of turnips we're in right about now, and
One does not piss off an empire without doing something incredibly rash. What happened?
I don't know. Someone was shot. I assume
We've
someone. I don't know.
already told you we didn't see.
Yeah. Someone to piss off the Kryn.
Hmm. Interesting. So the Kryn are after you. The Jagantots are after you.
The Mardoons are probably after us.
Mondoons.
There's a big
the Trebanes?
there's a big scary red dragon that's after us.
There's a.
Yeah, you heard.
Now I'm definitely interested. Please tell me about this big scary red dragon.
Oh god, we were in an expedition in the Savalier Wood, heading to a teleportation circle outside of Malaya Smear. We took a detour on the way, deciding to check out a possible source of gold and magic items and such. You know, being adventurers, we thought we'd seek it out. Got into a bit of a pickle and ran into a red dragon. Killed one of our comrades. And we managed to piss him off by... Well, how did we piss him? Oh no, he took the orb, didn't he?
You gave him the orb and he went fucking
Kieran
insane.
pissed him off.
Kieran
Kieran
pissed him
didn't do
off.
shit.
You offered him an empty bottle.
And he should have accepted.
He was hell-bent on killing you at one point, until Katu gave him something else?
Arn gave him something else.
I'll explain the whole dragon situation. Not going too deep into the orb, but, you know, a cursed item, essentially.
Yeah, TLDR, these guys are totally fucked, Akron.
TLDR.
Yeah.
They're fucked.
Yeah.
Everyone we've ever met is either dead or hates us.
Yes. Bar Talir. Talir loves us.
He does.
Yeah.
Used to do.
Talir Trebane.
So you have a Trebane mage in the fold. Interesting.
Yeah, we do. That's an...
Don't be misguided. He is not what you stereotypically think of when you imagine a Trebane mage.
He's a
What am I
Don't get me
supposed to
wrong,
know?
he's useful, but he's not
What am I
going to be
supposed to-
dismantling buildings anytime soon.
Oh, is he still like a novice or something?
Intermediate. I would
We do
say.
also have a novice on our side as well.
Can he at least cast fireball?
Maybe now. I don't know. We haven't seen him in a while.
He might have been lifting, we don't know.
He might have been lifting.
Yeah.
Get back and he's fucking Jack. He's 250 pounds of pure muscle. Muscle
we
wizard
just
cast fist!
He decided-
multi-classed.
He's now like a wizard fighter.
Yeah.
I'm here to cast spells and kick ass, and I'm all out of slots.
Picks up a fucking greatsword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Canonically, can that happen, please, Verb? Can that happen?
So look,
You'll have to find out.
let's... Next step is to get to Antoinette. I need to sleep. It's been a rough day.
I can see. Well, you all are in quite a situation. It seems you actually need my help.
Yeah, you sure
So-
you want to be here?
Oh, very sure. I have It's boring just sitting in libraries all day. You know what they say? The best way to learn is to actually experience something.
You're watching these guys make history right before your eyes, Akron. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of that?
Yes, I am. Then I've already filled out 2 pages.
How fast can you run? We seem to be doing a lot of that these days.
Better than average, I guess.
What about you, Gnome? How fast can you run?
Good question.
What are you, 25
Oh,
feet, my man?
I don't really run. I mosey a bit, you know.
Okay.
Don't need to run.
Well, we'll see how that goes, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right. One by one, unless there's anything else from the rest of you before we turn in for the night.
I mean, realistically, we wouldn't leave the 2 new lads, minding us while we sleep, but
No.
I know it doesn't really matter. But
I'm sure you guys could find head into the lounge room or something if they're uncomfortable or what have you, but it doesn't matter too much as we turn in for the night and get some rest. It's been a long day, busy day. Some of you may be a little clouded with anxiety. Some of you may not. Maybe you sleep like babies. But a lot's happened. No word back from Punisher or Kieran yet, but you're reasonably confident they'll find their way through. They've come through everything else so far, haven't they? And eventually you awake. Morning doesn't find you down here, obviously. No light to reach through, but your internal clocks are well keened. The day is before you.
Oh, God. It's so good to not be absolutely fucking tapped. I was so fucked. Yeah, we did do a long resty.
Yes, sir.
I zoned out for a second because my phone went off at the same time, and I was like, "Did we do a short or a long rest?" And I didn't want to pipe up.
Yeah, long.
We didn't resty.
Okay.
Nope, you got nothing.
That was almost
Actually-
as embarrassing. That was almost as embarrassing as my backgrounds thing yesterday.
That's so funny.
What was yesterday?
Well,
That doesn't know.
funny story. I was making my cleric for Noodle's one shot, and I did the background, and I was like, "Oh, this gives proficiencies and stuff." And then I had a quick thought, and I was like, "Zale, Tarn, and Volk don't have backgrounds."
Oh my god, dude.
He's been running without
Holy
2
shit.
proficiencies this entire game.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just noticing that you actually have some more skills and shit now. I'm like, did he always have those? Like, I thought he was. Okay. Wow. Nice. The more you know.
Yeah. Whoops.
Well, there you go. All right. Okay, so the day is before you all. You've laid out your plans. Preliminary look around and above the Golden Brand reveals no imminent danger.
Okay. Akron,
Mm-hmm.
could you go take a
What's
look
up?
outside for us, please?
Sure. I will go upstairs and take a look outside.
Yeah. Heading out onto the main floor of the Golden Brand, you don't see any people there, but you do see a recently burned out fire. Looks like squatters have taken up residence up there in the night, as they are wont to. But they've left by the time you arrive, which is roughly 8:30, fairly early in the morning. Going out on the street, you don't see armed patrols or anything of the sort, but you do see that a lot of the available surface area of walls and such have been fucking plastered over with posters promising rewards. There have been a few rough preliminary sketches. Most of the details do not necessarily line up with the faces you got acquainted with last night, but you do see a tall human man with white hair and a white beard in plate armor. You see a half-orc with a bristling mane of orange hair. They both look absolutely bloodthirsty, and like they would rip you limb from limb if you came across them in the wrong alley, which is probably true to life as well. But rewards are promised. For the head of Zale alone, you're looking at maybe 2,500 gold.
Is there no posters of Moorish?
There
I will.
are a few,
yeah.
but you're not as distinctive. Most of the attention fell onto Zale and Katsu.
Good. Okay.
And as you are,
I do
you
hands
know-
in sale for 2,500 gold.
Yeah.
I I assume you guys are still back in the brand, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna take back the 3 wanted posters. I'm gonna come downstairs and lay them out in front of you. Go, look, guys, you're famous.
Fuck.
That's a
God,
lot
I
of
need
gold.
that haircut.
They really got my good side.
Yeah, they did. The
You
teeth,
look
the teeth are a
flatteringly
bit small.
bloodthirsty.
The teeth are a bit small on the poster. Yours are bigger. Yeah.
My sword is much bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I'm
It
sure.
definitely is.
And they got my nose all wrong, man. That's nuts.
Mm.
I mean, well, maybe not since Katu busted it, but, you know.
Look, sorry about that.
No. I asked for it. It's fine. It was part of the plan. And it worked. See?
And he liked it.
I mean, not so much. It hurt.
Is your nose
Awakened
still fucked?
something in you.
Is your nose still fucked up?
No, after a long rest, he's good.
It just magically
reset.
clicks back into.
Yeah, I'd
A
use
little bit of swelling, maybe
I'd
a
use
little.
prestidigitation to click it back into place.
I'll cast Shatter on your nose and click it back into place.
Oh god.
Akron, would you have any way, I'm just spitballing here, of potentially disguising us? Magically or otherwise?
Magically disguising you. Unfortunately not. I do not have any way of magically disguising you.
I'm sensing a but.
But you could disguise yourself.
How far away is it to the manor?
From here, if you're going at a normal walking pace, not long, like an hour tops. If you're trying to be stealthy and stick to back alleys and such, with the winding routes, 2.5.
Does anyone have a dagger?
I've got 2.
Mind if I use it for a minute?
Yes.
Yes, you mind, or yes, I can use it?
Yes.
I, really, slow hand, move to take the dagger.
You can take the dagger.
I give him the shitty one.
Cool. I'm just gonna dry shave and, try and trim my hair with it.
Could I
Make a
hold on,
dexterity check.
could I magically tinker that dagger to make it shave better?
Make an intelligence check, sure.
Can I now have that dagger be a +2?
No.
Goddamn.
20. Yeah, no, fucking hell, dude. Yeah, easy enough. It's less tinkering and more just putting it underwater in a whetstone, and it's nice and sharp now, and it does cut through your hair pretty well. Make that dexterity check with advantage,
shit.
Dale.
Oh my god. Oh, with advantage.
With
Thank-
advantage.
Fucking god. Here comes the one.
Please.
Oh no.
No.
Accidentally
Hey!
cuts his own head off.
Yep.
I'm the white-haired reincarnation of Brad Pitt.
Yep. God damn, this mat's really hard to cut through, slice right through. Oh no, there's a 6-inch gap in my neck now. But with a 20 in dexterity, it is the cleanest shave you ever had, Zale. You're left with a very fine layer of stubble, but it is artful. You look handsome. You look devilish.
Morris winks.
Don't you start. Don't you start.
No, let him carry on.
Let him go. No, carry on.
So head out. No, wait.
Are you
Carry
giving
on.
your hair the same treatment?
Yeah.
Okay. Also shaved it down to stubble, so now you don't look like a blazing bonfire of luminescence.
Yeah.
Katu
Like
won't,
At least facially, I won't match the posters.
Yeah. No, definitely. The beard was pretty long.
Katu won't cut her hair off, but she will grind down the chalk she has and use it to dye her hair white.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. Okay. That's clever. I would say no roll needed. I mean, it's a little uneven in spots. Up close, it might not hold up, but from a distance, if you keep your head down, or otherwise, don't get too fucking nosy with people, you should be fine.
Are there some rags and stuff around?
Plenty. There's old bed sheets. There's pillowcases and such.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tear them off and try and adhere them to my armor to cover distinguishing features from the poster. try and just like mirror that I have like magical plate on.
Okay.
So in like a weird way, like I'll still be huge and I'll still definitely be in armor, but at least like hide some iconography or something.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're going for. It's definitely a rust job. It looks odd. You get the sense that you're going to. Well, you were gonna draw eyes anyway. But at least some of your more identifying stuff is hidden. But you're gonna attract attention just from your size and stature alone. But hopefully you'll have a little bit of time before people connect two and two together, if you get what I mean.
Sorry, so again,
Yeah.
what was he doing?
He's just trying to hide some of the bits of his armor using like rags and scrap materials and such.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But-
Was it busy outside, Akron?
Was it busy, Rib?
Not really. It's a little too early in the morning. Most of the night walkers are recovering off their hangovers and shit. You saw a few working class people getting up and getting ready to go their days to the farms and the factories and such. But no like armed guards or anything. Should be alright.
No patrols. Not a lot of people walking around. It's still a bit early, I guess. If you want to go, now's probably the time.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Yeah. And then we'll.
Discord's doing it again.
Akron, do you have ideas for a distraction?
Oh no, the DM. Oh, he's back. Well, I can make some loud noises. That always draws some attention. As far as really attract, I might have to pull out some eye-catching stunts. Not really a performer per se, but I can probably do something.
Or I can do a dagger trick.
Oh, that'll be great. They'll love that.
Oh.
Hello, Verb. Can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sexy. Alright, cool. I think we're good to go. Okay, did I miss anything?
All right.
We were
will-
just like talking
Yeah,
about leaving.
we got back to the manor and we all got in. No worries.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
Yeah, and we
Uh,
quick saved as well.
Yeah,
Quick
yeah,
save.
F5.
Alright. Making your way up. Who is sort of spearheading the movement as you go through?
Who?
Like a forward scout kind of thing.
I suppose Akron and Mishing Fingers.
I would like Mishing Fingers to go ahead.
Alright. Do you accept this task, Mr. Mishing Fingers?
For knowledge, yes.
We should get
Okay.
Mishing Fingers the circlet of intelligence. Just give him 19 intelligence and make him an absolute genius.
I'm sorry, good sir, but I appear to be missing my hand.
We need to do this. We need to
Dost thou know
Verb,
right
please.
left to thy hand?
Verb, please, just once.
My hand, wherefore art thy hand?
my kingdom for a hand.
Oh no, Verb's getting shit.
I'm going full robot. I can't understand anything.
Oh no, dude.
So,
We do.
my internet's
Remember,
gonna
we
fail.
do have the other server. It might be in a different location.
Hmm.
Hang on. Let me try quitting and coming back again.
Guys, if he doesn't come back in 15 minutes, we can legally leave.
I don't want to leave.
Me neither, but
We
legally.
can legally acquire a circle of intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's back.
Okay. It's
Yeah, hello?
hello.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Sexy. Life is a dream.
okay,
It's
so
glorious.
We said we need to get Kutch the circlet of intelligence, essentially. So Mish can have
Yeah.
19 intelligence and be like a super smart person. Like,
Oh god, that would be too powerful.
no,
That'd
it'd
be-
be you know,
I
it'd
don't.
be
I don't want to
amazing.
unleash that onto the world.
You know, it would be amazing.
What a smart coach. Whatever you do, don't let him read.
Oh no, who gave him that encyclopedia? No!
Okay. All right. Mr. Mishing Fingers, I would like you to make a perception check for me as you're moving through the streets. Keep an eye out for patrols, people moving through, and all that. No stealth needed because you're not wanted criminal like the rest of these fuckers.
Do I get an advantage because I'm walking so slow I can observe better?
That's not how that works,
I like
unfortunately.
how you said that after the roll of 8.
Right. Okay,
Advantage.
can I get advantage because I don't like my roll? uh, Mr. Mishing Fingers, the post is clear. Everything is great.
Uh,
The rest of the group follows behind. So, what's the approach strategy here? Back alleys, on the street, trusting in your disguise?
Back
In my
alleys,
head,
just on your disguise.
well, it depends where Akron's going to set up his distraction because we want it more towards the front, and then we'll try and like, I don't know, hop the fence to the left and like just try and gain entry.
So you're some
Something,
way
I don't
away
know.
from the manor for the time being. It's still going to be about 2 hours of skulking, or
I
maybe
think-
an hour
I
of
think
regular
back
walking.
alleys is probably a better idea.
We
Back
do
alleys.
just
Oh, going to the manor, yeah,
Yeah.
back alleys.
just
to
for,
them.
like the future plan. I presume these distractions going to be out front of the gates ish, and we're going to try and
Get
pop
into
the
the
wall
side or the
elsewhere.
back. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
we do have a vague memory of the layout of this particular area, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hang on, let me get you guys down, just so we are aware of everyone. Mission Fingers is up ahead. Akron, oh, put him like right there. You can move yourselves as you wish if that's not right. But heading through. So the thing about back alleys in Shady Creek Run is that most of them are sort of, well, it's a very territorial kind of city, and there's various places that are more or less under the domain of certain organizations, certain gangs. You don't want to step foot in the wrong neighborhood lest you get looked at with a sour eye. Mishing Fingers, you're pretty familiar with the sort of back alley politics that go on, but the problem is you're not very bright. And you tend to forget a lot of the finer nuances. And it's less a matter of running into a Jagantoth patrol and more a matter of stepping in and walking down this place and not noticing that the various groups of people sort of leaning and slumping up against the walls are looking at you, funnily. At you, and then at the entourage behind you. Very distinctive bunch that they are. And with your 8 perception, who's the rear guard here?
Dave hasn't moved himself up yet, but I would assumed I would have hung towards the back.
Okay. So
like to be at the
Katu
back
or
for some reason.
Zale, I'll let you choose. One of you make a perception check for me.
Perception, Dave. Okie dokie, it's not going to be great.
That's -1.
11.
So it's yours.
Yep.
Yep, no, coast is clear, Katu. Everything's fine.
Oh no, it's not the crypts, it's the bloods.
Do I notice any of these shady looks as I'm going through?
So for the time being, we're trusting in Mishing Fingers and Katsu as our front and rear
With
guard.
my 20 passive perception, do I?
Your 20 passive perception. Your 20 passive perception. Holy shit, is that big smoke? All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. Okay. Okay. So, sort of. Yeah. All right. All right. A 20 passive perception is pretty high, and you did take observant for a reason. So your eyes are sharp. You're looking around. You're mostly like hyper aware of your surroundings, Akron. Always. To survive as long as you have in the places you've been, doing the things you've done, you need to keep a sharp eye. And you notice well before your designated scout and rear lookout the people crowding in around you. Rough looking characters, but the weird thing is they don't look like they have your group outmatched or outgunned, but they're still crowding around you anyway, and you recognize the threatening posture.
I'm going to immediately firebolt one of them.
Holy shit, okay. Okay, give me just a moment. Give me just a moment. So let me draw out this map.
No,
I will-
Yeah, yep. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
will. No, it's all good. I will let you guys pick who you want to murderize, so to speak, and get you guys in a little tighter group. Just like that. There. Got. Here. Not guard. Thug.
He's guarding the thugs.
He's guarding the thugs. That's correct.
He's thugging the guards.
Is thugging a verb?
I'm just crit walking.
So my intention is to immediately firebolt one of them, and use
Mhm.
thaumaturgy to make the fire look more intimidating to just scare them off.
Okay. Which one are you firebolt intimidating?
Thug number 1.
Thug number 1, right to your left. As you immediately see this group of men start to press in, you raise your tools, sparking a flint, and a bolt of fire shoots out like a wave of flame. And what exactly are you doing with your thaumaturgy? Are you like creating a booming sound? Are you
So
making it brighter or hotter?
the firebolt just the staff's runes just glow, and the fireball just comes out of the top at that guy. And what I want to do is kind of use thaumaturgy to manipulate the flames to make it look hotter, deadlier, bigger, more explosive.
Okay, are you trying to do damage here?
Why not?
Alright. Roll to attack, and then roll an intimidation check. Roll the
So-
attack first. If the attack is particularly high, I might give you advantage on the intimidation. It's not too high, but a 14 does hit.
Okay, and then just the intimidation is that one. Ah,
7. Roll damage.
so it's that, and then it's also the that.
9. Okay, you got it. 9 points of damage as you raise your spark and a wave
no,
of...
no.
Oh,
Uh,
I see.
12.
I see. Okay. As you raise your staff forward and blast out a solid wave of flame from the tip of it. For a moment, the tip of your staff burns red hot as the sparks shoot out and engulf this thug, and he jumps back, clawing and flailing at the fire that's spreading up his arms, screaming. But the rest of the guards take this as their cue as they move in. This massive hulking man raises this large wooden slab over his shoulder, and up ahead at the top of the alley, Mission Fingers, you look up to see a similarly sized figure as you, a halfling man, looking. As the thug is caterwauling up against the wall, the rogue looks up and says, look, you don't want to get nasty here, okay? We could make this day real fucking hard for you, man. Real hard. You're in the wrong neighborhood. And I got reason to
No.
believe I know who you are.
Oh, that's cool, because I have no idea who you are.
I'm gonna step.
No, we're in the right neighborhood.
Am
and
I allowed
I'm
to do
gonna-
something here?
Oh, I was gonna say, can I do something?
Oh,
Zale,
sorry.
Zale, go first. Zale,
Yeah,
go
yeah, go on.
first.
So I said no, we're in the right one, and I flick my head back, which like so my hood goes back, and I just instantly draw and step to the side. And I'm gonna Great Weapon Master attack Looter 1.
Holy fuck. Okay.
So this will
what
be.
do
Huh?
go ahead and make that attack at the same time that this is happening, Morris. What are you doing?
I was gonna step forward to behind Mish and Misty step up to the rogue.
Okay, you can do that at the same time as well.
Yeah.
Right, this is at -5 on whatever this is. So
Holy
22.
shit. Yeah, that hits. That hits.
So it's this damage plus 10.
Actually, no. This random looter has a 25 AC.
19 damage.
19. Yeah, you fucking raise your greatsword over your shoulder, pulling back your cloak, grabbing you by the handle, and with one cleave of the sword, with one hand, not even bothering to put both hands into it, you split him from shoulder to hip as his body falls into 2 steaming pieces at your feet. And
Well, I'd
Morris,
say
just...
he's having a pretty hard day.
Holy fuck!
As I step up to him, I'm gonna pull my rapier out up to his throat and be like, "You're not gonna get a fucking chance to tell anyone who we are." And I'm gonna attack him with my rapier, trying to slit across his throat.
Holy fuck! Roll the attack. Roll to attack.
22.
That hits.
I'm gonna do it twice. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do both.
And Zale, you do have follow-up attacks if you want
12?
to do more. 12 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, then I'm going to Divine Smite with my first level on the first attack.
Fucking hell, okay.
Can I just treat this like a normal turn then, Verb?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, I'll step up to Brute 2, and then I'll swing once, and then I'll swing again.
With a bonus.
Yeah, so
Alright.
attack. 21?
21 hits. 10 points of piercing damage, 9 for the smite. Yeah, okay, so we'll start with Morris. As you raise your rapier forward and thrust it through, as divine light ignites along the length of the blade, and you spear him through the throat, up through the jaw, and out the back of his head, and then a shockwave of radiant force blasts out the back of his skull in a spray of brains and bone as the rogue slumps dead. and the rest of the group looks on in horror. The one with the flames is still busy patting them out, and all this happens so fucking quickly that before he even has time to like dust off the embers, he's looking up to see the brute getting carved into.
Oh, he's
14
dead off
hits
that
as
first
well.
attack. Oh, 14
Uh,
hits as well. Okay.
It does. Well, the rogue is dead off that first attack. 12 points of slashing damage. 13
that-
points of slashing damage.
So 25 in total on the brute.
25 in total. The brute is badly injured as you carve him twice and he jumps back, eyes wide, in shock. He's not quite dead, but he's hurt. And immediately as all this happens, the other two, the one that you set on fire, Akron, screams and starts to run.
Fuck yeah.
As he goes past me, do I get an opportunity attack?
You sure can.
No.
Oh, Sentinel to be.
He'll stop running if you hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Or he'll die.
Or he'll die.
Star
he'll
Fury
die.
does do a lot of damage.
19 hits, man.
Jesus fucking
Jesus
Christ.
fuck, 20 points of damage. Yeah, with one solid swing, you take him off the legs. His knees explode in gore, and his legs break in all the wrong angles as he drops to the ground, screaming and crying, clawing at the ground before passing out in shock.
Jesus Christ.
You wanted
And-
to learn.
2 more attacks. 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
This brute here, he also starts to run. This thug is frozen in terror. He's stuck in place.
I'm going to Hunter's Charge the brute.
Okay, go for it. As this this fucking dizzying display of violence erupts. Or anything from you, Mishing Fingers? Akron, do you want to follow up?
Okay.
Well, I suppose I'll go to the only one that hasn't been traumatized yet.
Jeez, he's pretty deeply traumatized, but
Is
okay. Yep. Let me make that saving throw. Well, he's terrified. His eyes are very wide as you step up to him. He's gonna make that a strength save. That is a 7. He fails as he is knocked to the ground and takes 4d6 bludgeoning damage.
Bugger.
8 points of damage. As you fucking tackle this man from behind, roughly equal in size. He's a little, actually, you're a little bit taller. He's a little bit broader, but you slam football tackle him to the ground and drive him in, and he slams and hits the ground and scrapes across the pavement, leaving a strawberry smear and a trail behind him. Mishing Fingers, are you killing this man?
I would like to say, well. I'm glad we had this opportunity to have a little talk.
Oh God, man, please, they just put me up to it. I didn't want to do it. I swear.
Who's
Can I insight check him?
guy?
Danik over there. And he points to the dead rogue, whose head is a pile of gore.
Oh, that's too bad then. And I stab him.
Oh Jesus fuck! Roll to attack. At advantage because he's terrified and surprised. And Katsu, you don't have to worry because the Hunter's Mantle, you can do that forever. There's no charges. 13 just hits.
Oh well.
26 also hits.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, oddly enough, I guess that's how that works. 7 is not enough to kill him. Do you want to pump a Battle Master maneuver into this?
I get 2 attacks, don't I? As standard.
You do.
Well,
You sure
not,
do.
I mean, where is this thing? The dual wieldy thing?
Oh yeah, so basically as a fighter you get 2 attacks normal, and then using your bonus action as a dual wielder you can make an extra attack.
Okay, well, I'd like to do all that.
Alright, so make 2 more attacks.
With advantage, or?
The first one had advantage, and he is thoroughly stabbed now, so he's not so surprised.
I would be surprised if I was stabbed.
Again, surprisingly.
It's the daggers of blindsight. He's very blindsided.
Blind sight, not blind side, my man. 18 hits,
What's the difference?
6 points of damage, cool.
And last one.
A 10 misses, surprisingly. Wow. As he takes another 6 points of damage, and you bury both daggers into him. Stab, and he screams and screams, please,
Okay, go.
before he reluctantly tries to swing at you with his club.
Can I follow up with Firebolt?
You sure can. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Alright, yeah, no. He swings wildly and hits nothing but air. You're too small. 18 hits. Roll damage. 20 points. Holy fuck, you
Fuck.
immolate this
That's,
man.
An extra. That's max damage, by
To
the
the
way.
fucking hell,
20
dude!
hate
Chill the fuck out, my man.
No,
What the fuck?
on a cantrip.
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Deal with it.
Christ almighty, yeah. No, you raise your staff forward and ignite, pulling the handle on your tool, and a blast of flame shoots out, a solid ray that bores right through the center of his chest and bursts out and scatters across the wall behind him in an orange flare. As he looks down at the smoking hole you opened in him, and he dies.
Well done, Mr. Fingers.
Thank you.
You're looking at one brute on the ground and another cornered by Zale. The one who's cornered by Zale
I'm gonna run
hurriedly
up.
rings around his cudgel and slams twice before 2 great club attacks at you, Zale.
Very well.
Ooh.
19.
19 misses, but the crit hits,
The
obviously.
crit hits. So you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage as he slams you in the head, and you're dazed back for a moment, reeling.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up
Yeah.
behind the brute and flank for Zale.
Okay.
I will answer in kind with 2 swings of my own.
Go for it, guys. Fucking murderize these guys. Katsu, are you going to town on this one?
No, she's actually turned into a pacifist in the last round.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
enough?
21 to hit? Yeah, no. 16, not quite enough, but getting close. 14 hits. 12, with advantage, Katsu, because he's on the ground. 23 hits. 11 points of piercing damage. Yeah, okay, so very swiftly, Zale and Morris, you fucking go Julius Caesar on this son of a bitch and stab and chop and stab and chop until he's nothing but a pile of gore on the ground.
God, thank
It's
you.
like- wait.
It's so dirty. Gordy, sorry.
Jeez.
It's like watching. Have you ever seen how the Japanese make mochi? The 2 Jews with hammers
oh
on
yeah,
either
yeah,
side.
yeah, and they smack the
That's
thing with
literally
the yeah, and they're
from both
shouting the whole
sides.
time. Yeah.
That's what we're doing to this guy. We're just fucking,
Why
That's
won't
exactly
you
it.
die?
Yeah, no, so that does the damage. Miss Katsu, roll another attack, because you have 2. Oh boy, yeah, no, Jesus fuck.
Thanks for the easy encounter. I got 2 charges for my
17.
ring back there.
Fuck yeah, fuck you. No, you're welcome.
Easy
17
game, easy
hits.
life.
Oh, and it's next dawn, so I get another charge. I've got all my charges back. Fuck yes.
Oh, nice. Jesus Christ, 23 damage, 17. Yeah, no. Knocking him to the ground, sprinting at him, slamming into from behind. He goes sprawling across the ground, and you step over him, stomping on his spine. And then with 2 heavy swings of your club, you crush his skull into the ground.
All right, that's that. Let's go.
And
You-
on you go.
Are you okay,
Business
Zale?
settled.
I'm fine. I just lay on hands the 16 back.
All right, let's move.
All right. Yeah. business taken care of.
Yeah. We're not here for this. Let's go.
Yep, that's that then.
Level 8 in a level 5 area.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
We're gonna make your day very hard. Are you now?
Anyway.
Okay. All right. No more rolls needed as you guys make your way through. Actually, let me roll a d20 and we'll just see if something fun happens.
No.
No, this never goes well.
You run into another gang on the way and you decimate them as well.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
no issues. No
You
issues.
level
I'm
up?
not even gonna have you roll. I'm not gonna have any. It's a foregone conclusion from what we just saw. You just fucking rip right through them.
Do we level up?
No.
I was about to say that.
No. Okay. And eventually you make your way to the Northern District. Fuck you, Morris. The more you say please, the more. Every time you say please, I delay it by another session. Just so you know.
Fuck you.
It's okay.
Wow.
It's okay. I'm the DM.
Everyone
level
except
up.
Morris.
Everyone except Morris. Yep, that's right. Morris, you actually lose 2 levels. I
Ah,
need you
big.
to take back your paladin levels.
Okay, let's
Thank
go.
you.
Hey, that's plus 12 DM points right there.
Okay. You make your way to the Northern District, walking down the road, and you notice the resistance growing noticeably thicker and more well-armed as you go. And eventually the cover of the alleys gives way, and you are left with no options but to walk on the road. The woods aren't thick enough, you're not quite there yet. You have to brave the street for a little while, but you move through. There's a little blood on some of your clothing, unless
Yeah,
Morris probably could have
yeah,
prestidigitation.
I would clean it
So
all
no,
off.
you're good. uh, yep. You run into all the mind flayers. There's actually a colony of them. But eventually you
And we
start
kill
to see
them
the
like the
walls.
bandits.
Of course, easy. Just like Zale. You see the mansion in the distance. And even from a distance, it's easy enough to tell that the guard presence is noticeably thinner than it was.
Big.
Not quite as heavy, not quite as swarming. There's still guards at the entrance, 2 halberdiers, watchtower standing behind the main gate with a rifleman scanning the street. He notices you as you're moving through the streets, but you're at a far enough distance that he doesn't have like enough detail to scrutinize yet. But you're standing, let's say, roughly 500 to 1,000 feet out from the mansion's front gate.
Okay.
I think at this point, myself and Ish would probably have to split up from them,
Okay.
as if they're going one way.
I was gonna
Right.
go with you and leave Ish with the party, because I have a flare gun.
But you're.
Well, I was gonna say
known-
Akron and that are gonna. Yeah, we're known. We're sneaking
I
off
suppose,
because
yeah. Actually,
we're-
that's the point.
that's why I said to use them because they're not known.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
can be like, oh no, I left my briefcase over there, and oh, that's a firework.
Mhm. Yeah. No. Sure. Yeah. Good shout. Sorry.
Pushing forward, Akron and Mishing Fingers. What's the plan here? You can move relatively without scrutiny up to the gate, but they're not going to let you through. You get the sense of that much, at least.
Mhm.
Are we not doing a distraction?
How many are at the main gate? Or outside, I should say, the front?
So from before you've moved right now, you're standing on the main street looking down, and you see the mansion in the distance. You see 2 guards standing to either side of the gate, and you see a rifleman on a watchtower behind the gate. And right now, that's all you can see. If you were to move closer, you would probably start to notice groups of patrols moving through. 2 patrols sort of looping around the perimeter, and then a number of guards inside the gate as well. But you don't have an angle to see how many just yet.
Okay. I would like to look for more detail.
Okay. Anything in particular? Like,
Patrols, blind spots where the guards aren't looking, that sort of thing.
okay. Make a perception check for me.
Really? I was on
10.
15, but okay.
10. So, like I said, you notice the guards at the front gate. So, since they're keeping a fairly constant vigil, and they don't look too inattentive, they actually look pretty on edge, like they're expecting something. You move off, you circle around the perimeter for a while. You know you surmise that there are 2 patrols moving around the perimeter, sort of keeping roughly equal distance from one another as they continue to circle and circle. There is a brief window where, depending on which wall you're going for, let me draw it out. So if you think of the perimeter of the gate is like the mansion is like that, front gate
Oh, we're
is
inside
there.
the mansion already? Okay, awesome.
No. No. Nice try. But so that's obviously the front gate. There are
Trains.
lots of trains.
Then we ride the train into the manor.
Of course. Makes perfect
Mm.
sense, doesn't it? And these are not quite up to scale. The patrols are roughly like 4-man squads, but you see them moving just like in sort of that pattern. And for brief windows, depending on which wall you're approaching, there's maybe like 5 minutes or so where there's no one looking in either direction before another guard patrol comes circling back around.
Okay. So if they would like to jump, oh, they're over there now. If they were to like jump a wall, would they be able to make it inside without being seen by the people at the front gate?
The wall is roughly 15 feet high. The people from the front gate, yeah, you're reasonably confident they wouldn't see. It's the watchtowers you have reason to be concerned about.
Where are the watchtowers?
So there's one here, right behind the gate. I'll put another gunman down to represent the others. They're roughly occupying the four corners, but a little bit like skewed. There's another one like right here. Another one like right here. Another one right here.
So do all these towers have any like dead spots, or can they all perfectly see everything?
With a 10 perception, you can't tell. You only know that the towers are there. They are sort of like open air designs. They're like sort of canopies overhead with no like arrow slits or anything, just a full open air like railing that the gunman posted there can look around from.
Okay, what can I do here?
How high are the watchtowers, sorry?
The watchtowers are maybe like 25 to 30 feet, while the walls are 15.
Oops, not that one. Ignore that, sorry.
Okay.
That did not
DC
happen.
18.
That didn't happen. Ignore.
And your spell save is awesome.
Thanks. I read a lot of books.
Hmm.
I think of a way how I can like get the watchtower guys to look away from a corner.
Or we could all get them to look at a corner.
Yeah, we could. Okay, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to wait for this patrol to get further up.
So they're sort of
And-
moving in like a counterclockwise pattern. So these guys would go here. These guys would go here. Not sure if that changes
Okay.
things at all, but
No, not at all. And then what I would like to do is I would like to hold on, double check quickly. Shadow makes like a large noise, right?
yeah, it's like a thunderous boom.
Gotcha. Okay. I would like to get as far away as possible and then cast Shatter on like this corner to draw everybody's attention.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. This corner you said, like roughly.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
would like to be as far away as possible.
What's the range on
Preferably
Shatter?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay.
Preferably like behind something, let's say.
Okay. So you have this manor. You have the big surrounding perimeter wall around it. There's a little bit of forest cover, but from that angle on the like facing the main road, nothing really. There's forest, a little bit of forest off on this side and northward, where it goes toward the Savalier Wood.
Well, my hoping is that if they all get drawn to the big booming noise over here, they won't notice anybody else, including myself.
Okay.
I might add to that. 2 seconds.
And hopefully it gives my 3 new companions a chance to all Misty Step onto the wall.
Can I throw one of my smoke bombs at the same time so it goes off when the bang goes off? Make it look like an explosion?
You sure can, my man. You sure can. That's clever. Okay. Yep. Picking your moments here. Waiting for the guards to just dip around the corner, just to give you that brief moment where you can break cover and move within 60 feet, raising your hand up. I'm going to make a perception check for the halberdiers as they're moving just to see what they see. I assume you guys aren't like... There's no real way to do this like stealthily. Well,
So it is.
well, they're not proficient in perception. Oh, jeez. Well, you move forward. You cast a spell, and at the same time, the smoke grenade which Mishing Fingers hurled out explodes in a blast of black smoke as the thunderous boom echoes out. The halberdiers, one of them looks toward the sound of the explosion. One of them, having seen the run-up, looks to you, Akron, and you see he spotted you. This halberdier... Yeah, this halberdier right here, number 2.
Okay. That's fine. What is he currently doing?
In this split-second moment, immediately as the blast has gone off, you see his hands tightening on the halberd.
Okay, I'll. But he's looking at us now, right? Like,
He's looking at you, yes.
I will run down the street, I guess.
Okay. Alright. Immediately as this goes off, are you running as well, Missing Fingers? What are you doing?
Is he looking at me? Am I in any way suspect?
Did you guys approach from the same angle, or are you, like, pincering this?
I would probably have been beside Akron.
Yeah, so they kind of two peas in a pod right there. They both see you. Akron starts running back. The halberdier starts to run. As his buddy is looking at the smoke, and then he sees his buddy running, he's like, "Oi, what you running for?" And he says, "Terrorist!" And then they both run. And the patrols start to run. One of them, both of the patrols, the outer patrols, circle back toward the sound of the explosion. The halberdiers are moving quicker. Neither of them thought to alert their superior of this.
That's
The
fine.
gunman.
I would also like to just
looking-
keep running away from them as well.
Okay,
It's
got
just
it.
stop oil.
Yeah.
They can
All right.
chase me.
Akron, make an athletics check as you're attempting to outrun these guys as they are sprinting for you.
Athletics, alrighty. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Oh!
Jesus fuck. Okay, Missing Fingers, make an athletics check as well. If there's anything you'd like to do, you have maybe one round of action, given your nat 1, before they catch up to you.
Given my natural 1.
Still not quite enough, Missing Fingers. They're gaining on you too. And your
Hold on.
little gnomish legs can't carry you far.
I didn't think so.
Okay, can they make a constitution saving throw, please? Both of them.
Okay. 1 and 2.
They-
16s.
They both fail. I cast Thunder Wave.
Okay, nice. As immediately one of them is sprinting on you, fucking arms pumping, linebacker charging you, and you turn around, spinning on your heels, and blast thunder into his chest. He takes 12 points of thunder damage and is knocked back. 15 feet, is it?
Yes.
And blasted. They both are knocked back, and you have a brief moment of window as another explosion echoes out. And now, this time from your location, you look and you see one of the gunmen on the tower is drawing a bead, trying to see what the fuck's going on. You're still in broad daylight, so it doesn't take him long to see you. He lines up a shot.
How far away is like the streets and stuff again?
So right now you guys are on the street. I assume that's the direction you were running.
I mean, all the alleys and stuff to.
That's a long way off. You're in North Clover right now. It's fancy here. Too fancy for alleys. One shot's going toward you, Akron.
Yeah.
14 to hit.
That's a miss. That's a miss.
The shot winds past, splitting the air beside your ear, but no damage.
Are we witnessing any of this?
Yeah, I assume
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys are
Oh,
standing
yeah,
off
baby.
behind cover,
I'm-
seeing this happen.
Okay.
This distraction is so good, you're distracted.
Okay.
Let me expand the map a little bit in case that becomes
Yeah,
relevant.
Dave, I think that might be the shout. You have to toss me.
So are we breaking for the wall while they're all distracted on that side? And then just gunning it for the entrance?
We need to help them out, really. Somehow.
No, I'm
No.
distracting.
Yeah, you should be getting in.
Yeah, this is our...
Alright, fine. Fuck it, yeah. Then. Katu! Lord Zale! Toss me!
Right, so we're going to run up to the wall, and me and Katu are both going to throw Moorish up the wall.
Well, no,
Because he doesn't have his Misty Step.
no. What's going to happen is I'm going to misty step to the wall, on top of the wall. Zale's going to throw Moorish. I'm going to try catch him.
Okay, I'm going to throw Moorish.
Zale, make an athletics check
I'm gonna
for
like.
me.
So basically, what I would like to do is like hop off of him as he boosts me up, and then try and have Katu.
Okay.
Like a
Like-
springboard.
Yeah, yeah,
Like a
yeah.
springboard.
Have
Yeah.
you guys heard of a rope?
You know,
It's-
like
yeah,
every action game that has the like quick time event where it's the two hands together and you throw them up the ledge and then they pull you up.
Okay.
We
Okay. I
did
see what
consider
you're
a
going
rope,
for.
but we're kind of on a clock here. We're trying to get in without being seen. So.
We're doing this fast.
Yeah.
Right. Athletics. Okay. Since you're both kind of doing it together, Morris, make an acrobatics check. The DC for the both of you is lowered.
Oh god.
Okay. All right, Zale, you do your part masterfully, linking your hands together, creating a platform as Morris jumps onto you, and you toss him up over the wall. Morris, your balance immediately skews as you begin to tilt and flailing, trying to regain your balance. Are hurtling towards Katsu, but at the wrong angle, like sort of backside toward her, horizontal in the air now.
I'm gonna use a spell slot to cast Gust of Wind to try and right myself.
Okay, sort of blasting out a jet engine from your sword and riding yourself in the air with a lot of force as you start to spin in the opposite direction, perhaps too much.
Nah, it's fine.
But it's only a 15-foot high wall, so you don't have enough space to fuck yourself with as you regain your balance and Katsu catches you.
Bro.
Jesus Christ. You don't have enough space to fuck yourself.
And I missed the step up.
And at the same time, the halberdiers have gotten back on their feet and they're charging back toward you, Mishing Fingers and Akron. As
Did we-
attention is gone by the patrols who realize what's going on, a flare gun is fired, and from behind the walls, Morris, Katu, and Zale, you see a red flare arcing in the distance down the street.
To the maze now.
I'm gonna immediately pull up my gun and shoot up a green flare.
Oh, I love it.
Is this
Okay.
a counter spell?
Yeah.
As you immediately fire up this green flare,
As I'm running.
and you see eyes turning toward it, looking, and then eminent confusion on the face of this sniper up there who's looking between the two signals and doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Gonna
Okay.
start heading in towards the manor at full sprint.
I'm just gonna run.
Through the front
Straight.
door, through a side window. What's your
Side
entry here?
window and then just in.
Side window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
We know the manor at this point, don't we? So what would
Yes.
be the fastest route, or like what section of the house is the maze in?
The fastest way would be from the main foyer down the sort of hallway underneath the main staircases. There are windows that you could get in if you want to avoid the door. As you come up to one of these windows, Morris, it is locked.
Gonna try and
I
find
throw
another one.
Moorish. I throw Moorish through the window.
No, no, you do not.
Are you doing this before Morris could protest?
There's no
you,
time.
No, you do not throw me through the fucking
I've
window.
got to toss you.
Zale, make an athletics check. Morris, make an acrobatics or athletics if you want to avoid this.
Sake. Oh well, no matter what I roll, I can't win there.
And nat 20 maybe, but that's
rolling
not a
that
nat
20.
20. As Zale picks you up from behind and slams you, hurling you through the glass. You take 1d6 points of piercing damage.
Jesus
And the-
fucking Christ.
And the window shatters, and you are through. And you see 4 points of piercing damage, Morris. And you
Fuck's
see
sake.
there are numerous guards, some of them mobilizing, having heard the sound. Several on the foyer with crossbows, 2 up front with halberds by the front doors, about to go through when they hear the glass shatter, and they look in and they see you sprawled on the ground, and Zale hurling himself through as well. Katsu following behind.
Gun it for the maze. We can recover in the
Gonna
maze.
scramble to
Just
my
run.
feet, cast command at level 3,
Okay.
and tell them to run.
Okay. Let me make saving throws here. So we got 2 halberdiers. How many people can you affect with that?
3.
3. Okay, so there's only 2 halberdiers by the door.
Any ranged ones, essentially.
Okay. Wait, so you're going for the ranger, the shooters?
The 2 so if we're inside the mansion, you said there was 2 crossbow men, didn't you, in the up top or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
so-
several of them on the upper level.
As many of them as I can.
Okay, got it. Let me go ahead and find them.
Are you getting all the range people, Moorish?
I'm trying to get 3 of them with command telling them to run, so we have at
And
least
there's
less.
there's two halberdiers,
Yeah.
and you're not targeting them, right? I'm gonna cast command at a 2nd level on the halberdiers then.
Okay. Wisdom saves. 5 and 7. The halberdiers fail. 2 of the crossmen fails. One of them maintains his resolve and brings up his crossbow and fires a bolt at you, Morris, is the one who tried to cast the spell at
Yeah.
him.
Sure.
But the halberdiers immediately burst out
Misses.
running out the door. Misses, slicing out, glancing against your armor and deflecting, slamming into the wood with a boing sound.
So we're
And-
just gunning it for the entry.
And
point
you're
now.
gunning it, and you're running, and you're running, and more crossbows come down, but you're already there, moving through under the 2 staircases, under the upper level balcony, and down the hall. The halberdiers, as soon as the command spell runs off, one of them runs back in through the foyer, sees you running down the hall, and then says, "Fuck that shit, I'm not going back in there," and then leads you to it.
Hmm.
And you 3 are in. We
Yay,
circle back.
successful.
Akron, Mishing Fingers, the halberdiers are gaining on you. They are fast. At least faster than you, Akron. Your scholarly legs haven't done this much running in a long time.
That's not true. He has training.
That's actually very true. That's very true. I take that back. One of the patrols is going after you. Another one is going after the green flare, confused by what the fuck's going on in the mixed signals.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Your D&D is really important to me.
Of course. It better be.
Okay, so hold on. This is the first time I've had spells in a long time. Give me a moment.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. I think for the time being, we'll just keep running. What I want to try to get them to group closer together, the 4 of them.
Okay.
But
Okay,
we can
so
also kind of run between houses when we get there and dip and dive and dodge and duck and dive.
yeah. I hear that. Make a perception check for me as you're running to best formulate your route, because right now you're on open street, but you might be able to find houses and such to dip around. 16, pretty good. Yeah, you're able to corral them through hopping a few fences, perhaps making a platform for Mishing Fingers to jump over. Perhaps it's not necessary. Maybe he's agile enough on his own. You
Meh.
manage to carve through, and manage to get them in a chokehold as they try to scramble over this white picket fence and end up in a sort of a heap clustered on the ground before you.
Okay. And then he cast Thunder Wave.
Again, nice. Okay. On all of them, I take it?
If they're all grouped up together, yes.
Let's see, how much? Yeah, sure, why not? So con saves, DC 18. Looking at 1 and 2 for the halberdier. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
That's 1 for the captain. Oh, that's a natural 1. That's not
Hell
good. 1 for the skirmisher.
So
Ooh.
just the captain fails.
Actually, I rolled twice for the
Oh.
skirmisher for some reason, so the first, we'll go with the failure. Because that was the first one that came up. So, the blast of thunder echoes out. The captain and the skirmisher both take 10 points of thunder damage as they are blasted, the fence alongside them into splinters, and knocked back. The halberdiers take 5 points of damage and are not quite as blasted. And
we
because you
will
have to
keep
get
running.
within 15 feet to do that, one of them, this one that succeeded, is going to recover quick enough to land 1 attack against you.
Nope.
That's a natural 1. That's not going to do it. He misses wide, and you keep running. Okay. Okay. You lead them on a long chase. Go ahead, both of you, make me another athletics roll.
Can that be something I'm good at? Like
What would you like it to be?
acrobatics?
Acrobatics. How would you use acrobatics in this situation?
Can I
Mr.
use history to make the check?
Make a case for why history would work.
Well, you see, I know the best running techniques, and therefore with my mind, I can help my body run faster.
No, but that does remind me, you have been in the Shady Creek Run for a while. If you want to make a history check with
Well, so I
disadvantage,
booted
you
Elven
can try to
Knight.
find shortcuts.
Well, I mean, I'm not leaving footprints.
You're not leaving footprints?
Boots of Elvenkind.
What?
Boots of Elvenkind don't leave footprints.
Oh, okay. Okay, neat. Why do you have so many items? Okay, whatever, I'll deal with it later.
Don't ask questions. We can,
Alright.
if you're confused, we can discuss that later.
Yeah, no worries, man. Okay. 10 and 17. Akron, you're not quite as fast, but Mishing Fingers, you're nimble and quick. manage to duck and evade pursuit, and eventually you, after a few quick turns, you are out of sight, and you believe you've lost them as all the attention goes to Akron instead.
Go.
I would like to try to lead them through like a really narrow alley.
Okay. At this point, you're getting pretty deep, further down toward the south side, and where such alleys are prevalent. I'll say sure. You've managed to find one tight enough alley to get them through. You start
And then I
running.
Yes, and then I cast grease behind me.
Okay, dex saves for all of them. They're not nearly as good at that. 1 and 2 for the halberdiers. Both failures. 1 for the captain. Oh, that's a success.
Darn.
And 1 for the skirmisher. Oh, that's a success. Okay, so the halberdiers slip and fall, and tumble to the ground and fall into a mess. The captains and skirmishers behind them leap over their bodies and keep on running.
Okay, I would also. Ah, fuck! Do I have to do it now? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna put down my flamethrower.
Holy shit. The captain has time to draw his flintlock pistol and take a shot at you in this time. That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 8 points of piercing damage as the shot pierces through your armor and slams into your shoulder and knocks you back as you raise your tool forward and slam it against the ground, and a little arcane construct shoots out and folds and unfolds and unfolds. Push them back 1, put these guys back here because they slipped and fell in the alley. Okay. I assume you're burning them.
Okay, so everybody within 15 feet of
Yeah,
The
you can get the
flamethrower.
captain and the skirmisher.
needs. Do they need to make dex saves?
I believe so.
Make a dex save against my DC, so they need to make another dex save.
That's a 13 on the skirmisher. That's a 7 on the captain, both
They
failures.
both fail. They
12
both
points of
take
damage.
12 points of damage, and is there an and?
Would they be covered in grease and then go up in flames because of it?
The halberdiers slipped and fell. They're covered in grease. The skirmisher and the captain managed to avoid that. But the skirmisher, immediately as the flames wash over him, his eyes go wide, and then they burst out of his skull in sprays of jelly and blood as the flames light them up into boiling pits of liquid. And he screams and dies, falling to the ground. The captain shies back, raising his arms before his face, the skin on his forearms blackening, scorching away as he steps back from the flamethrower. What the fuck is that?
It also ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Okay, yeah, there's like wooden
then,
pallets and shit. Yeah,
I'm gonna
this
yell back
alley's
to
on
him.
fire.
I'm gonna yell back to him. This is Wurtrupwaff.
What?
That's infernal.
Okay.
It's infernal for war crimes.
The alley is on fire, a wall of flame quickly spreading along a group of pallets and discarded garbage and other shit that piles up in a slum like this. And then he steps back as the wall of flames builds. And then you
Yeah,
watch
look
the
at
flames
them.
spread to the buildings beside and grow and grow.
One of us. One of us.
And through the smoke
like-
and the flames, Akron, you have a moment to get away.
Yeah, I'm gonna get away.
Are you packing up your flamethrower?
I don't know. Hold on. I don't think I need to. You learn how to make an option. You cannot do so again after a short rest unless you use a spell slot. Does it disappear if I get too far away? We can
Let's
get
just-
back to it. If you want to circle around, I'll do reading quickly.
Yeah, let's just say you quickly pack it up, tap it with your staff, and the machine folds and folds and folds until it's small enough to carry. Pick it up, stuff it in your satchel, and just start running. And as you circle back around and perhaps make your way back north or go wherever, I'll leave that up to you. You do watch in the distance behind you as a pillar of smoke and flames rises up into the sky, black and billowing.
Did a good deed today.
All right, Morish, Zale, and Katu, you've made it to the mansion. You step past the barrier, the pursuit hot on your heels, but not too hot. A few arrows get lobbed your way, but people themselves don't chase you, knowing where you're going. and then you step behind that invisible line and vanish, disappearing from the black hallway into the space, the familiar space of Antoinette's workshop. Steel machinery everywhere, sort of dull bronze and copper and shade. These bubbling vats of greenish liquid or acid. Machines looking at you. Antoinette herself is not here, but there's a Trebane wizard, a couple of Trebane wizards and craftsmen at benches who look up, eyes widen as they see you.
Hi.
Hi?
Get Antoinette, please.
Okay.
We'll wait here.
And this wizard who looks like a low-level apprentice who's just trying to finish out his thesis and graduate from this crazy place, or whatever the fuck Trebanes do, leaves on his way. And a few minutes later, Antoinette does come through. And let me go ahead and clear the map out real quick of all this chaos.
A Trebane thesis. What the fuck with that? Here's my dissertation on getting slaves.
Like, it's a fucking crime family, not a community universe.
Hey, they care about community outreach programs. They want to make sure their people are taken care of or some shit.
Here's Greg Trebane, the #1 best-selling author. Deep pockets
Antoinette-
and where to find them. Sorry.
Antoinette Trebane comes to you from the upper level sort of balcony area, looking down on the ground floor where you guys have arrived, and puts hands on the railing and looks curiously at the lot of you. Welcome back. I've heard some very interesting news.
Yeah, so about that. Bad news.
Did you try to assassinate a Drow diplomat?
Not us.
Not us.
The Punisher.
The unhinged one.
I see.
And sorry, a what ambassador?
Vidic Thalis. Yes, the informants knew, told me. I was there to discuss with the Jagantos about working out some kind of deal. As much as I know, unfortunately, my reaches aren't as far as it used to be. But yeah, he's dead now, and that's going to be a problem. But
Who was he?
a diplomat and an envoy from one of the most prominent noble houses of the Kreen dynasty, as it happens.
Oh, fuck me to tears.
Okay.
You guys, you like to have fun wherever you go, don't you?
It wasn't us.
So that's why we're here.
We weren't even in the
essentially.
nest when it happened. We were on a cliff top.
I somehow, despite all my better instincts telling me to tell you to get the fuck out, somehow I believe you. And look, it's not all bad. The guards have lessened by maybe half since this happened. What do you need from me? And she has this very, like, tired mom look in her eyes. Like, what the fuck are you people doing to me?
How about we lessen the guards to 0?
And then we get
You want to get ready for the Empire? You want to impress them? We take the town. War. How many automatons do you have ready to go?
She looks at you, Zil, to gauge, like, is this guy fucking serious right now?
I'm
Make a
deathly
charisma
serious. I'm deathly serious. Hold on.
check. Make
Oh,
a straight
please.
charisma check for me, man.
Please, big money. Please, big money. I wasted my good roll on the shaving. That's not bad.
Ah, the shaving maybe helped. You look
I wink.
like you look like a general ready to go to war, Zale. Your face is serious, as if carved from stone. Your stance is solid, radiating confidence right now. And she looks to you. She looks in a direction. She looks off to the side at something new all can't see. War, is it? Well, I must say I've been getting very tired of all this hiding and skulking. War. They want to start a war.
We might have started a war already.
Yes, but the question is, do I have to be a part of it? Can
I
you guarantee me success?
We can guarantee you lots of dead bodies.
If anything, manage to pacify Shady Creek and its families with an army of automatons at your back by your creation will be the grandest display you could possibly give the Empire.
It would be pretty kick-ass, wouldn't it?
It would be pretty bitching.
Alright, well, we can talk specifics in a moment, but I'm intrigued. I saw most of what happened through the scrying eyes. Those two who set the bomb off, friends of yours?
Yes.
Acquaintances.
If there's any way of you letting them through the maze with ease,
With ease.
or having them skip
No.
past it.
But tell you what, you who promise me war, you who promise me bodies, go forth and carve some havoc, open the way for them, and I'll be watching every step of the way. And perhaps, if I'm impressed by what I see, we can discuss further.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, we're gonna go.
Yeah, let's go back out.
All I'm missing is two. So I've only got 1 second level spell slot, but I'm happy to just dip straight back out and fucking clear the mana.
Yeah.
She shakes her head, but there's a look, despite her exasperation, despite her sheer fucking like, what the fuck are these people? And why are they in my house? Kind of expression on her face. There's also a faint glimmer in her eyes of like, huh. I'll open the way for you.
They're gonna fucking do it, aren't they?
What, do we become some kind of suicide squad?
Yeah, fuck off. The worst line.
She thrusts her hands forward, fingers outspread, palms open, and wrenches at something invisible in the air, as if pulling something apart, and a portal opens up from the way you came, bright blue and shimmering. And beyond its glowing borders, you see the space of the hallway from the opposite direction you were going, facing toward the foyer. You see guards with halberds looking cautiously at the direction you went, having seen you vanish. You see crossbowmen behind them. You see soldiers mustering, and as quickly as they can, coordinated by their captains, forming a line of resistance.
Can they see into the portal that's just opened, or are we looking out and they can't see in like a two-way glass?
Looking out, they don't make eye contact or anything, though they're staring right at you, so you assume they can't see you.
I'm gonna cast.
Oh, I'm gonna jump straight
gonna
out and
cast
attack
Shield
the
of
halberdier
Faith.
that's right there.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on
Okay.
myself and follow.
What was that?
I'm gonna
Cast what?
cast Shield of Faith on myself and follow.
Shield of Faith, you got it, bud. Go ahead and concentrate on that, as you have a +2 to your AC. Any preparations from you, Miss Katu?
She'll just rage and follow.
Yeah.
Alright.
So basically, if you imagine there's just the face of the portal, and then the halberdiers are forming line, and they don't see anyone jump through. They just see the tip of the blade come through in a swinging motion, followed by me coming through at momentum. I'm just connecting with the first halberdier that's closest to me.
Make an attack roll, man. With advantage, because he doesn't see it coming.
Big money, big money, big money. Oh, that is not big money.
17, let me check their character sheets. Just hits, roll damage.
Nice.
Ugh.
9.
You had,
Carving through.
you had advantage, did you?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, no, 17 was
Yeah.
with advantage. I'm rolling with advantage from D&D Beyond, so you don't get the two
Oh,
rolls in there. It just pushes through the highest roll.
Oh.
Carving through this blade appearing out of, from their perspective, sheer fucking nothing, as you carve in, and he doesn't even have time to raise his halberd for the blade slices him across the chest, and he's driven back, searing moonlight emanating off the wound carved in his chest as blood sprays out. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Nice.
As we prepare
Keep going.
for
I want
next
to
week.
cast more thunder waves.
You'll get plenty of chances to cast Thunderwave next week, my friend.
6th session, we're back, baby.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Fab.
You're
like those-
welcome.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
I like the way we dropped into this bird's house, but like, want to start a war? She's like, yeah, cool.
I've come to a realization that I play every character like Kieran.